All right, good morning, team. Happy Thursday morning. We're talking about week one, period 9, wrapping it up. Another weekly sales record. That's 3 weeks in a row, $98,185. So, congratulations on that, team. It's not a lot of sales, $217 in total sales growth for 0.2%. Unfortunately, last year, same week, was also a sales record week. But the fact that we said it again for the third week in a row feels really exceptional. So congratulations. Working really hard this couple of weeks here to set better targets. So some of these targets have changed. If you've really been paying attention or taking notes, beer sales 1.2% of sales, just a little lower than where we want to go at 1.3. Beer cost of goods 16.7 is really low, and we think that'll will correct back next week. Wine sales at 3%, a little lower than the 3.5 we're kind of targeting for growth. 30% wine cost of goods is about a 0.5% high, $899. Coffee sales just under $2,000, 2% of sales. We set just a preliminary target at 2.5% of sales, but we've only been tracking this number for about 6 weeks. We haven't really looked at coffee sales and coffee cost of goods in about 10 years. So 40% cost of goods on coffee feels like it feels high, but we don't know that that's not as accurate as it's going to be for the time being. Non-alc sales at 9.5%. Again, a little lower than what we'd like to see. At our best this year, we've been around 10. We'd like to keep it there. 33.5% cost of goods in the non-alc line. Again, our best this year has been around 32, and we're being really consistent. Food sales at 93.8%, 92,144. And then our cost of goods line, Caleb did a bunch of really great research. So 4.1% dairy cost of goods is right in our wheelhouse. Good number there. 8.8% grocery cost of goods, 74.42. Again, that's lower than our 9.2% target. So another green number. Meat cost of goods is a little high at 7.5%, 63.62. And then produce cost of goods at 6.6%. Again, that's just a hair high. We're targeting 6.1, so moving it a 0.5% of sales, which is about $400. That's not a whole lot of money at the end of the day, and that very well could just be produce on the shelf on inventory day. If we inventoried that stuff, we may see a different outcome. 25% total food cost is just a 0.1% low, 21,178. So that feels really good. And then paper cost of goods at 1.3% is a little elevated, but we've always got plenty of paper goods around, which is great. 27.6% total cost of goods at $27,000 is a little elevated. However, we see this number go up this time of year annually, mostly attributed to running the heirloom tomato salad and back to school season where we're doing a lot of training, and inevitably the menu change coming in this period, and we throw away a bunch of ingredients that we don't get to sell because we don't serve them anymore. Getting into the workforce lines, 4.6% on both the partner and service workforce. Those are both solid numbers. We're happy with where those are. Culinary cost of goods, or culinary workforce rather, 13.1%. 12,885 is that number. That's as low as that's been in a while. However, we're giving it back on vacations, 21.15 in vacations, 2.2% of sales. Altogether, that's 15.3%. And our total workforce line at 24.4 is just a 0.1% higher than we really want to target at 24.3. Guest relations at 936, 1% of sales. That's exactly where we want to see it. Other good stuff going on. 312 pizzas this week. That's 4.5% of sales. Again, we want to continue to grow pizzas as a percentage of sales, both because they're delicious and we love them, but also we're just trying to take a little heat off the sandwich stations. So continue to do a great job selling great pizzas. We'll continue to move that needle. So we've really improved a lot in the quality of our pizzas, and that number is going to continue to grow if we just keep doing a great job. 97 drinks in line, 21 second rounds, and we had one Yelp review at 5 stars this week, so congrats about that, guys. Good job. Other stuff going on that's really exciting. We've got new data on ticket time averages. We've set some preliminary numbers around 10 and a half minutes there. We're really just setting a baseline so we can move forward to improve that stuff in a way that's measurable. And then the tips as a percentage of sales last week, we were 6.8%. It worked out to be about $9.80 per hour in tips. We had a 10% goal on here. An intermediate step at 8% is where we've got it set right now. However, last week with sales at 98,185 at 10% of sales, it would have worked out to be about $12.36 in tips per hour if we were at 10%. So all that stuff that we talk about, we're really focusing on having a second host available all the time, or that we're really focusing on drink times or table checks as a second round drink person, or guest drinks in lines, or greeter drinks in line, all that stuff that just increases perceived value for our guests is going to come back on that tips line, guys, eventually, if we just continue to do a great job and build that expectation with our guests. So great job continuing to work so hard. Another sales record. We are clearly the most loved restaurant in the neighborhood today, and it's up to us to just continue to work hard so we're the most loved restaurant in the neighborhood for decades to come. So thanks, guys. If you have any questions, come and talk to us. We'd love to talk, and we will see you soon. Thanks.